Great. Welcome, everyone. I'm very glad to see all of you joining. And we'll start. Today's our topic is Set a Morning Routine, Journaling Boost their third edition. So every second Wednesday for 40 minutes, we come together, reflect and write, share tips and discuss things. Who we are, well, there are two organizers, Maria and Anastasia. I'm Anastasia. We are educators, we're soft skills trainers, and we are also the authors of 89 Things to Try Out workbook. So Maria really loves the journaling. She obsessed of the stationaries of all the things connected to workbooks, and I really love events. I like to organize communities and to create the spaces for people to learn. So we collaborated together, decided to run this events where everyone can come. We take one topic from 89 Things to Try Out workbook and we reflect on it. So this time we are reflecting on a set a morning routine topic. So the idea is to create a routine that you can follow every morning to give you the boost you will need daily. Yeah, and the first already questions in the description there for you, that what action would you include in your morning routine? Yeah, you don't have to answer this question directly. You can just think about this and later on you'll write down the answer. So as Robin Sharma told, one of the saddest things in life is to wake up one day and realize you could have done, being, and had so much more. Basically, it's about living a life of regrets and living a life when you don't want to wake up and instead you're, closing your blanket, you're closing your eyes and thinking of, oh no, again this day. So how can we change? How we can actually set the morning routine that will boost our life? So today we will do two things. We'll reflect on our routine and we will set the desired morning routine. So the first question that I want you to take thing is to take, as I told, we bring either our 89 workbook or any paper, yeah, any paper and the pen. So please, if you have the workbook, open on the page 50. If not, just take a blank paper, your notebook, and let's write down about here on the side of the why. Yeah, why did you wake up this morning? So it's not that huge question. So we will take just like a 1 minute to reflect. Yeah, so anything that pops up in your mind, let's write down on the paper. Why did you wake up this morning? So 1 minute. And feel free, by the way, to write down in their sections in their chat box so everyone will see our answers. Yeah. So moving on, there are two usually kinds of people. The ones that will say, I have to and do something. And the second is, I want to do something. So I have to wake up my kids. I had to go to work. I had to send that email, or I want to be more productive. I want to learn this new thing. I want to reach that goal, right? So based on the things that you just wrote on your paper, you can reflect, is it one thing or several things, where it goes to? Is it more going to the I have to category, or is it more into I want to category? And that reflection for you will give you already the first understanding on are you living the life on, going in a river, going with the flow? Are you living the life that you trying to achieve something, and you know, you're inspired and you're going into the direction of your dreams. Another question that I want us to take this time 1 minute again is to have one word. If it's too hard for you to have one word, you can keep several words, and think about what do you want more of in your day. If it would be one word, what would you want more of in your day? For example, I want to have more health in my day. I think I neglect this part within my work with all these things. So that's my word. What is your word? Yeah. So again, you can write it on the paper or feel free to share in our chat box. I want more of. Okay. So now that we already thought of why did we wake up this morning, what do you want more of this day? Here we'll think about opposite, what you don't want in your day. So just several ideas from the research that I read. There are two common things that keep coming in different research in different articles about morning routine. Is about first phone. People do advise for the first 20 minutes when you wake up, don't use any gadgets. It's bad for your eyes, it's bad for your brain. Yeah, it gives you anxiety. And the second is about, let's say, so you can put, if you're the person who, let's say, sleeps near the phone, you can put that in this list. The second most common that is met thing is caffeine. Yeah, it's basically coffee. And again, people say that if you just wake up and drink directly the cup of coffee, it won't give you actually that boost that you're expecting, because when you wake up naturally, you will already have hormones that gives you that awareness, that energy. So the best way to take actually the coffee is within 9:30 to 11 a.m. when your excitement, the energy is going down. Yeah, so not right away, but later on when you, let's say, reach work. So this is the things that you can list on. For this, we'll put their 3 minutes, and let's write down what you don't want to have in your day, and specifically in the morning. Okay, 2 more minutes. So again, what you don't want to see in your morning. Again, it can be a snooze button that you keep pressing. It can be something that you drink or eat in the morning that you don't want to. And for those who already finished, you can think directly within the list the barriers or solution. If I take the phone example, I don't want to wake up and use the phone right directly. So what I will do, I will put my phone far away from the bed. That's a barrier for me to reach the phone and get it. Let's say I don't want to keep pressing the snooze button. So the solution or the barrier, right, can be is that I just won't put the several alarm clocks. Yeah, so I'll put just one alarm clock, and I will also, if my family is around, I'll ask them to check on me if I'm awake that time. So let's finish the list if you didn't finish, and we'll have several more minutes to think about the barriers or solution towards these things that you don't want. If, let's say, you don't want to be disturbed by someone in the morning, let's say by your kids, then okay, what barrier you can set that you will educate your kids of, let's say, knocking or of not entering before, let's say, 7 a.m. to your room if they're adult ones. Yeah, so like whatever it is. So think about what barrier solution you can take to that. Okay. We'll have to continue, but don't worry if you still didn't finish. The list will be there. So anytime you will finalize your general list, you will be back and you will write down the things you don't want in your day. So now when we already know why we wake up, what we want to have in our day and what we don't want to have in our day, it's time to set the time when we will wake up. So some things from the research and from the people out there who've been in this field and giving the advices. First thing is about stop snoozing advice. I think it's quite common problem and the thing that we all want to avoid. But the interesting thing is to see it from a biological perspective, because you can think of the time perspective and efficiency, but you can also see it from biological perspective, where it says that when we wake up, we will go from the deepest sleep to awake mode. So when you again fall asleep after snoozing button, you go to the very light mode. That will not actually give you the energy, but in opposite, drain the energy. So there is a study that shows that it's proven if you wake up on the first alarm, you will have much more energy rather than on the second or third alarm. From about the stretching in the bed, again, it's in other research. All the actual information that I'm saying is taken out from one of the article, really good one on the research from about waking up, about morning routine. Later on, I'll share with you a link. Don't worry, you can read actually in more details, because with the lack of time, I won't be able to give you all the details, how to do it and why and so on, and who exactly did it, but you will be able to see it from the link later. So again, the stretching the body is another part to give their extra energy and make your body awake. So the pose, something like holding behind their head, yeah, your hands. That's one way. Another one is just stretching your arms, your legs. That will help you to be faster awake. The sun, water, oxygen, that's another things. Through the night, where actually our brain is gets lack of water as well as oxygen. So all these three factors, if you give to your body, you will feel the energy, and you'll feel the, you know, things coming, and you would love to go, you will love to do things. Maintain the schedule, that's actually their part that, you know, the bias that we put is on their weekdays and weekends, that okay, I will do that, I will for sure wake up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning, but okay, but it's a weekend, like my kids don't need to go to school, my work, it doesn't need me, it's okay, I will sleep till 11. So that's actually something that if you want to change your routine, that's something you should avoid, because your body is the natural clock that getting used to the routine. And another movement, probably some of you know, it's a famous also TED Talk by Felipe Casco Matas, and he's talking about how to wake up at 4:30 a.m. So he shares about how he did it, the lessons he learned, and he shared this hashtag. So if you actually will go to Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, this hashtag 21 early days, that's became a very big community. He told that it's their most common used hashtag in Twitter for the past like several years. So if you would love to change your morning routine, I think that might be a good challenge to take part in, even though from the studies that I read, people, like the doctors, don't advise dramatically change your routine within more than 30 minutes or 1 hour. So if you would love to participate in this challenge, it would be better for you if you will gradually, increase, yes, the time, and wake up early, and then you will go into that mode. So if you join this challenge, it will be giving you the direct goal, 21 days. It will give you the support, the community, and it will give you a lot of tips that people are already using. So if you are interested in this, you can check up more by this hashtag in the internet. So finally, with all my talking, finally, I want you to set the time. If you're already on this rhythm of I wake up every time at 6 o'clock and I'm satisfied, that's great. You can write it down. If you not sure, if you are not, let's say, morning person, and you always struggle with the waking up time, I would like you to put this goal quite realistic. So don't be, the person who wakes up usually at 11 o'clock and now say, okay, I'm joined this journaling boost event, I will wake up 5 o'clock every morning. So be realistic to you, and I would love you to put this time, this hour that you can keep up. So every day, even on weekend. And I want us to take part in a small challenge where in our group we will keep updating about our routine, about our morning routine. So I hope that will be also a help for you to actually set up the time and be committed to community and follow it. So just 10 seconds to put the date, sorry, not the date, the time. So I want to wake up at what o'clock? And feel free to share actually in the chat box. You can also write what time do you wake up now. Okay. Good. So thank you. We've been already, I think, for the half of our journey with knowing what, why we wake up, what we want more in day, what we want less in day, at what time do we want to wake up, and actually now it comes the content of what exactly we will do in this morning routine. One of the quite famous acronym, which is SAVERS, is mentioned in the book. There on the upper side you will see Miracle Morning. So Hal Elrod, he is the author of this book, and there is another very good video that we'll share with you later on. You can check, it's like 1.5 hours. He explains all his journey on how he his life changed dramatically after the catastrophe of having cancer, about auto catastrophe. And then one day he thought, I need totally change my life. I want to live the successful life, the life where when I wake up and it just, you know, it just rolls on. I'm a winner. I'm not the victim of my mornings. And he thought of what are the things I can do. So he basically did a research, a good research, from which he created this book. So this book is not out of blue, is based on the research, based on the data from, you know, ages of people doing experimenting, and then something worked and something doesn't work, and something helps to be more successful. And he combined all these tools into this acronym. So if you already know this acronym, what I'll invite you is to think about how do you actually utilize, how do you actually have this in your life? If you don't know it, you can just learn with me now, and you can think about, okay, where can I put this thing in my morning? So this is basically the steps. First, for silence. Silence is meditation, any calm time when you are out of all this hectic lifestyle and you're together with yourself, concentrated on being in the moment. Affirmations is anything that you, it's basically the self-talk. Yes, they're the things that you keep repeating to yourself with the positive intention of actually setting up their goals you want to achieve, and keep repeating the ways how you want to achieve it. So that's basically the sentence that you keep repeating to yourself, and it helps you to drive and to move on with the life to achieve that goals. Visualization, that's the moments when you can just wake up, or you can maybe on your own, you can, or based on the journaling, let's say the last one, scribing is journaling, that's when you can sit and you can visualize the things that you want to do this day, your goals for today, and how you're doing and what emotions you have within you. Yeah. Exercise is not actually a 40 minutes run or going to gym for 2 hours. It can be as simple as 5 minutes workout. It can be plank, it can be some push-ups, it can be anything that can, you know, elevate your energy. Reading is again, it's up to you how long you will read, but it's you know, definitely proven that it gives you extra motivation, extra inspiration, knowledge, and a good time to zoom out of your daily to-dos and seeing their picture from bigger perspective. And scribing is basically the fancy word to say for the journaling. That's actually what we're doing now. At 9 a.m. we sit and write now. So the same things what you can do is actually you can do the same in the morning. So these are the things that we'll send this PPT later on after the workshop in our group. You can read. I wanted to put more details on how exactly to do on affirmations. Let's say there are specific questions that you can answer on scribing, the journaling. There are also 2 suggestions on what exactly to write. We'll send it to you and you can read later on more. But as for now, what I invite you to do is to, again, we take 3 minutes of the time and we'll actually plan out our morning routine. So here, we'll start with the time that you said before. Okay, for me, it's 7 a.m. So I want to wake up at 7 a.m. Then what will follow? Yeah, what will follow from step to step? If you can do it with the minutes part, 5 minutes for this, 10 minutes for this is perfect. If you cannot do it, you can put it in the step 1, step 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But try to keep their consequence with the time. And let's think about how we want our ideal perfect morning to look like. So let's take this 3 minutes to write down our plan. just for us to get there. This savers, try to embed them in your morning routine. Remember about sun, oxygen, water, about stretching your body. About postponing coughing if you want, if you can, postponing the phone time. Make your bed. We'll have several more minutes. Think about also the details. If you finish with the all plan, you can put the details into their food. If it's food, what exactly would you like to eat? Yeah. If it's drinks, let's say, what exactly you would like to drink. Yeah. If it's exercising, where exactly you can exercise or what you can use for exercising. Yeah. First, go with the general flow, then you can put the details. We will have a little bit, several more inspirations for you to add on. And again, their morning routine is never perfect unless you're satisfied with that. So some of the things that you already put in the paper is already a good start. And what I'll invite you to do is to experiment and to think how you can involve your mornings. Even the author of this book, the Hal Elrod, he told that you don't have to pack everything at one day. You don't have to wake up and magically change everything in your life. It's good to do it step by step. So if there are already several ideas that you think that you would love to try in your day, it's already good. Let's say, okay, I want to start a day with a cup of water. That's great enough to start tomorrow. Then the day after tomorrow, maybe you can try read as well. And the day after tomorrow, you can start, let's say, exercising as well. So you can gradually build up the perfect morning routine you want. And to do that, I wanted also to invite you to check up of one of the morning rituals that is was shared in this article below. We'll send again the link. It's quite interesting, different ideas on body, their mind, their work, and also if you sign up to that newsletter you will get more insights for free. They have this 89 morning rituals. Here we just put their names. So some of the things, maybe if you don't know what is Wim Hof method, it's okay, because there is an article explaining what is it. So they put the methods and they put what exactly they meant by it. So as these things we will send to you in the PPT later on, you will have access to. Now you can just, do a speed reading, go through all of the list, and if you see something that is quite interests you or just catch your mind, or you think, oh, I wanted to do that for a long time, you can just put now in your list. Yeah, if you want to take more time to read exactly what does it mean, it's okay, we'll send out and you will have that opportunity. But actually, if you will see their book, The Morning Miracle Morning, and you will see this article, you will see that a lot of things resonate. So you can see here for the body, they also saying about exercising, they're also saying about yoga, they're also saying about the part for drinking water, yeah, for the house. They also talking about journaling, about reading a book, about doing visualization, affirmations. So you can see that basically actually the safers are the things that quite common. You will see them everywhere in all the articles you will read, but it's quite nice. Still action steps you will see about reading, even like, let's say, discover a quote, yeah, they're be grateful, watch the TED Talk, do breathing exercise, yeah, avoid reading news, let's say, or write morning pages. So lots and lots of ideas that if you catch something, feel free to add on your routine. So here again, it was body, this is a mind, and the next is the productivity goals. So for the productivity goals, you will see about maybe waking up or half an hour before and going, let's say, scheduling 10 minutes maybe to process your emails or important tasks to do it first. They have also a quite interesting question, 78. You will see there are 4 questions that you can ask yourself every morning. Yeah, and morning networking event even on 9:80. Yeah. So again, these things will send to you. You will be able to add on in your plan. So if you want your life to be different, you have to be willing to do something different first, as Kevin Bracey said. And I really wanted to highlight this part about doing something different because in the end, I hope this event was kind of insightful for you to keep thinking about why you actually wake up this morning and keep asking this thing to yourself. I do encourage you for you to ask this question every morning you wake up. Yeah, why did I wake up this today? And actually to think about the 3 priorities you set for the day, that will make already a big difference, because you will not just flow with the flow, but you will actually achieve the things you want in your life. But you can join this event, you can read the book, you can listen to a lot of people in this field saying how best to start the morning. But you know, we can provide you tools, which I will show you now in a minute. But what I really encourage you is to think of what exactly you can do and actually do tomorrow, because I cannot get into your body and wake you up tomorrow, yeah, and I cannot get into your body and do, let's say, exercise for tomorrow for you. So do something different first and your life will change definitely. And these are the tools that I told. We'll send PPT, and this is the PPT with the hyperlink. So once you click, you will get addressed to their information. And if you're watching us online, you can check the description under the video. We added the links of the articles and videos that might be useful for you to set up their successful morning routine. So I'm inviting you to join our next event, which will happen on August 12th. We do it bi-weekly, as I told, and we'll talk about communicate with a smile. So on that, we'll have several more events coming off. We will share it in the group. If you're not in the group, you can connect with me. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for writing. Thank you for listening. I encourage you to still sit and write down your morning routine and implement it tomorrow. So thank you so much and see you next time. Bye-bye.